What is up, guys? It's F1 Maestro here. Um, Today we're taking a look at the live stream that Hutch had yesterday for a sneak peek into the 2023 season change. This is a screenshot from the live stream. And first of all, there are a lot of changes coming into this season. Okay. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. First of all, Ian and Sam pointed out that boosts are going to be reworked because, as you can see, the power, aero, grip and reliability setup is going to be changing. Instead, power is being replaced with speed, aero and grip is being replaced with cornering, and power units is a whole new stat on its own. Alright, and why would we have power? We'll take a look here. Alright, you see the fuel gauge is now replaced with an electrical gauge. And my speculation is that we are now moving to ERS systems. Okay, what does that mean? Instead of fuel being the main source of power for the cars, we are now shifting towards an energy reserve system, ERS. Okay, so it will be a bit fuel based, but we are now shifting to electrical cars. The other thing is that if you take a look at the speed gauges, the color has changed. It is no longer green on conserve, it is blue, a light blue, just like the color of the electrical gauge. Also, the reliability meter is a different tint of purple, different color of purple, and the UI itself, the meters, they are different shades. The tires are different red for the softs. It just looks cleaner in general. Notice how Verstappen is on conserve and he is gaining energy at 2 times the rate compared to Alonso, who is driving regular driving, who is gaining 1 energy rate per lap. So interesting. Normally before, if you drove on conserve, you would be using fuel at a normal rate. If you drove regular, you would have an arrow going down, and fast driving, the red gauge would be -2. But interesting enough, on conserve, you're not just having a normal decline rate of fuel, you're actually gaining electric energy reserves. Alright, so basically, if you are pushing, you will only be losing, this is just speculation, but per lap, maybe anywhere between 10 to 20% of your ERS a lap on hard driving. Because if you notice, Alonso's on regular, as I said, and he is still gaining energy reserves on regular driving. So if you were to push him, you would be instead losing an energy. So the arrow would just be reversed. Now back to the stats on the cars. Speed is your power, as I said. Cornering is now your aero and grip. And interesting enough, if you take a look at some of the boosts, you might have a boost with cornering. Obviously, I didn't know what cornering counted for, but clearly cornering is going to be giving you aero and grip in one boost. That is what cornering is. And the boosts will be getting reworked, obviously, because if they're running on the old power, aero, grip, reliability setup and we are moving to the SCPR setup, the game will be breaking. boosting your drivers with old stats on a new stat system. So boosts will be reworked. I believe they will be better, because from the looks of it, our drivers will get an increase to stats. The 2020 season, we had a cap of 80 per driver. That was the max stat a driver could have, and I do not believe Verstappen or Hamilton had more than 2 stats and 80 each driver. Obviously, events could boost a 10 or 20% boost, could make your driver max, but max in all the stats. But so power unit is another one. Is interesting because you take a look at the gauge and it says that you are gaining power unit. So I would assume it means you are getting a longer extension of energy reserve system, ERS, which means you can push for longer. You can drive on red for longer, because you have a bigger ERS unit in your car. Reliability, it's just the same as it always has been. Maybe 1 or 2 mechanics will change regarding reliability, just to make things interesting, but nothing has been said about that yet. And also interesting would be if the stats that we are taking a look at here are for the maxed out Series 12 engine, because they do not look that good. The stats do not look that good. I mean, pit time wise, it looks okay. You can see it's bringing it up to about 45 seconds there, 46, 0.46 seconds average pit time. But if these stats right here are for this Series 12 maxed out engine, I think our drivers will be getting a boost if the cars are getting nerfed, but I'm not too sure on that. Also, you see we have the perfect start now. That is a new feature making its way into the 2023 season. And if you didn't already know, there is a bug that you can exploit, and everyone has been doing it. Shout out to Gaming with King, that's how I discovered it. You basically, what you do is you start on red, both your drivers, and you quickly want to pit them, click pit stop and change to softs. That'll help your drivers gain a few positions normally, both drivers, which is an easy way to try secure the race at the beginning of it. But yeah, we see the perfect start. You are being informed whether your driver's got a perfect start or not. So I wonder if we will be getting perfect starts, good starts, and subpar starts, meaning really bad ones. Shout out to Preco F1 for pointing that out. The different types of starts you could possibly get. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. It looks like they got a perfect start on regular driving. And I think maybe if you are starting your drivers off on push, the red speed, they might have tire locks and spin outs. So it is possible that depending on your car setup, if you, for example, you have too much speed and not enough cornering, which factors in both grip and error, you will be spinning out. With too much speed and too little grip in your cornering car setup, you could spin out on red driving at the start, which could give you a bad start. But more on that when we find out. I do not know much more than that, and also all images are works in progress, meaning they are subject to change. Like these stats here, they will probably be retweaked. The perfect start function could be fixed or reworked. once it's implemented in the 2023 season, maybe there are bugs and it's not working as intended. It could be reconfigured to function a little differently based on feedback from the community. Also, another thing that Ian and Sam said is that track lines, the edge of the circuits, those white lines there, those are being reworked and enlarged a bit. So there will be more room for overtaking. Also, the graphics look better, smoother, crisper. And for example, Zandvoort, yeah, I think it's like turn 4-5. It's awfully narrow, and there's zero opportunity to overtake there. So with the tracks being made a little bit bigger to scale better with the size of the cars, I think there will be more opportunity for overtaking. And supposedly the races are more hands-on. No longer are you going to just be sitting there and boosting your drivers every 2 or 3 times a lap. You are now more directly involved, meaning you can influence the race a lot more and making important decisions on when to boost and when not to boost, because obviously you do not have a limit on how much fuel you can use. You can conserve and rebuild up your ERS, or you can push and deplete it. So the fact that we are shifting to a system where your drivers can regain the energy that the cars are using is it's gonna bring a lot of new strategies to the game. And I believe a lot of the guides that are out there at the moment from all the other creators and the spreadsheets that they've created are going to be more or less obsolete, because this is going to shake everything up, especially with boosts being reworked. I'm excited. Let me know what you guys think. I'm excited for the 2023 season. And before this live stream, I was just like, we already had the pit pass. We've used this current system for the 2022 season that we are using since the game launched. So this is a whole new ball game, and this is going to be super interesting to see whether you just joined a few months ago, a few weeks ago, or you're a veteran player. This is exciting. This is very exciting. Alright guys, that's it for this video. But yeah, all images are work in progress, meaning everything is subject to change. The engine images might change. They might be made to look a little bit more unique, because I've noticed throughout the years they just kind of more or less reskin the car parts. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, and thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Peace.